Superchick. They just finished rocking the house.
Yep.
Except for something's gotten into the drummer.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is the water or something.
He's different.
If you were stranded on a desert island, which would you prefer having, a grocery store or a cell phone?
Grocery store.
What?
Grocery store, hands down.
You could probably buy a cell phone at a grocery store.
I'd be happy not to have a
guys,
cell phone.
well, does the cell phone work?
Of course it works.
Yeah,
definitely.
You can just call
So
for
that's service?
Oh, right.
So it's almost
Think about
like,
it, there's
so
no
so here's the
electricity.
thing,
You can
do you really
charge
want to
it.
live on a stranded island with a cell phone is the question, because if you had the cell phone, you could get off.
Who in the band corrects people the most?
Melissa.
Correct people?
She's a stickler.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty stiff sometimes. She's a stiffly stiffer sis.
I wouldn't say correct. I just,
Like nag.
No, wait, no, if we're saying,
Like Mag.
if we want to say,
You guys have a huge amount of influence with people. What are some things that you feel like leaders do to set themselves apart from others?
I think leaders are honest.
yeah, and I guess like the first thing I think is like lead by example.
I think leaders listen.
Well, yeah, sacrifice, I think, too.
Sacrifice?
Sacrifice, like, when it's in doubt whether something is, like, beneficial to do, like, as far as if other people were to witness you doing them, regardless if it's right or wrong.
So, with leadership, the Bible talks about bearing other people's burdens and talks about servant leadership a lot. If you could tell folks, how to encourage them on how to lead in that way, what are some things that you would tell people?
But every morning before school started, my dad would give us a hug and say, have a good day, and he would say, today make a difference in one person's life, be a leader, not a follower. And so it was kind of one of those things that you're just like, okay, Dad. And then it started to sink in. And I would kind of walk around at school and like be hanging out with my friends, and I would notice like situations where I could go along with what was happening, or I could go, wait, I'm following the crowd right now. If I agree with that comment, or if I go along with this joke, or if I tease that girl, and I just started to notice that there's ways to stand up for who you think you are and what you believe, and it doesn't have to be verbal, but it sometimes is just with your life, and that it's like the small choices that we make, I think, that like Dave was saying, whether people notice or not, that those little things that we do that kind of show like a lifestyle of a person who isn't gonna just go along with the crowd. It's gonna be somebody that's willing to kind of stand up against it.
All right, grandmas and grandpas, it's time for the speed round. Guys, put your hands on your buzzers.
All right.
Blank puts me to sleep.
You.
Coffee.
Oh.
This came out, you said right. Come on, we were all friends here. That came out, you said quickly, not right.
We were friends.
I know, you put me to sleep. Come on, that's comedy. I mean, I'm quick.
Okay.
You know.
Who loses the most stuff?
What?
Dave.
What? That is not true. I lose in phases.
No, that's true, Dave.
Speed round.
Being in your band is most like what TV show?
Seinfeld.
Nah, I wouldn't say
I'd say Friends.
Friends?
That means we would all date each other at some
Oh,
point.
no. That's not
Never
true.
happened besides
Except side.
Who would be most likely to win on the reality show Survivor?
Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Because
Knows how to get out of
Dave,
everything.
even though it's
He's
like
so old.
it's a weird island, Dave would know 700 people there, and somehow he would get home.
do you regret doing this interview? True or false?
False.
True.
False. Wait a minute.
Is it a trick question?
If we regret it.
I don't.
Do we regret it?
No, we
I
don't
do not regret it.
I usually don't like interviews.
This is fun. All right, well, this is Superchick. To find out more about them, go to tv1life.com. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.